Hey guys, today we finally got enough snow that I could actually film for you guys what it's like to plow snow in an electric EV. So this is a 2015 Polaris EV. I have 6 LiTime batteries. They're 30 amp hours each, so that's a total of 180 amp hours of usable capacity. I've already plowed the driveway maybe 3 times, and I drove it all summer, never charged it. Whatever I have left for capacity is what we're going to use today. And I do have a Victron shunt that is wired up that I have a display on the dash. Now it has not been keeping the proper percentage. I'm going to disconnect it via my relays to turn on when the battery turns on. And I'm just going to have it wired directly to the batteries just to stay on all the time, so it will accurately keep my state of charge. So what I've been doing is I've been going onto the app here, and I'll just connect to one battery. You can see it was 74% state of charge last time I used it. Now I didn't connect to any of these ones, so they're still saying full. But if I connect to this one, confirm, so you can see 72%. Now if I connect to this next one, you're going to see that state of charge, 76. So the batteries are a little bit out of balance, and that's probably just because of my cables between the batteries, but I'm seeing roughly above 70%. 76. And once I charge these up fully, they'll all balance out, but because it's gone such a long time and just maybe difference in cable, maybe the crimp wasn't as good as the last crimp, so that's why you're seeing different state of charges. We'll go to this last one, 76. So I'm confidently going to say it's at least 70%. For now, let's go over to the Victron Smart Shunt, and then I'm going to connect here, and then I'm going to go to battery, and we're going to say 70%. And there we go. So now if I turn Polaris off and on, that's going to reset to whatever. So I'm just going to leave it there, the amount of power I'm using. So if I was to turn the relay off that's powering the converters to go from 48 volt down to 12 volt for the plow, for the winch, and for the actuator on the plow. So now let's go with the actuator up. And then I even have actuator, or sorry, that was winch up. Now this is the actuator. So I can turn side to side. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to set this camera up outside, and I've got one in the cab so you guys can get a first-hand view of what it looks like inside of here. Let me set up some cameras. Actually, you guys can come with me on the initial exiting of the garage. Oh, I got to move my blocks of wood. So I like to put blocks of wood under the plow to keep the metal off the concrete. And we need some lights. Let's get some more powerful lights. Okay, so now what I typically like to do is I come out of my garage and I use my snowblower to get rid of this area here, so that when I back the ATV or UTV up, I'm in clear space and I can just keep pushing forward, and I do along here. So I'm not going to have this camera going for as long just because it's cold out and I'm not sure how well it does in the snow. But I'll do a couple passes with that camera. Look, it's so quiet. Maybe I should turn that on. Oh, you know what? And I need four-wheel drive on too. That might help. Doing pretty good in two-wheel though. So the audio is not going to be as good, but nonetheless. Now my neighbor at the bottom of this hill, I could see he's already been in and out once, but let's plow him a lane just so that he can get out before the plow comes. All good. Should I go for another pass? Nah, I think that's good. And there you have it. So a successful plowing with the LiTime batteries. Now these batteries do not have heating. I parked this UTV in a garage and it's about 10 degrees Celsius. I'll put what the Fahrenheit is, and that's what I keep it at. That's all I need to do. And then once these batteries start getting used, they heat up. Let's bring up the app and see if I can see what the temperature is currently of the batteries. And I was somewhere about 65 to 60% state of charge. So I didn't even use 10% of the battery that I have in here for that whole plow. So the temperature sensor is showing 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 10 degrees. So they actually just stayed the same temperature as the garage. So they maintained their temperature. There you have it. We're at 50 degrees. It just maintained its temperature. No need for heated cells. Just as long as you keep them in a heated garage and charge them in a heated garage, then you're fine. So the garage is 50 degrees. And actually the heater just turned on too. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the LiTime 48 volt or 51.2 volt nominal golf cart batteries used in a UTV. So these were originally meant for a golf cart, but I'm using it to plow snow in a UTV. That's pretty awesome. I'll leave links to the battery below. Check them out. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.